Made it to south of the border. Gonna go into that tower a little later. Let's go look around. I gotta get some food.
Get me some breakfast.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. We recently went on a trip to Florida, and on the way we decided to hit some antique stores. But our first stop here, this is just a quick part of the video. We'll get to the antiques soon, so don't worry. But we stopped at south of the border, which is one of America's oldest and cheesiest but coolest tourist traps, basically. The place was built in like the 1950s. It started as a beer stand and has evolved into this. Just a big tourist trap. But I love it. I've been going there since I was a kid. This was my first time there in 20 years, so I was kind of like a kid again, so it was really fun. It is a place that's definitely stuck in time. It's certainly changed a lot. There's a hotel you can stay at. We stayed at the hotel. And you saw the breakfast we got there, which the breakfast wasn't too bad considering. It's the hotel. I mean, it's not a place of lap of luxury. If you're looking for, a mint on your pillow or anything, it's definitely not that kind of place. But they got some fun, knickknacks and souvenir stuff you can buy there. So it was fun, but. Well, we can't check into our hotel till 3 o'clock, so we found an antique store that we're going to check out. That looks pretty cool. Look at that. I'm sure those signs aren't for sale. We don't got room for them anyway, but looks like a pretty cool place, so there's got to be something in there. We're going to see what we can find. Yeah, this place is called Golden Leaf Antiques, and it's in Mullins, South Carolina. It was like about 30 or 40 minutes away from south of the border. And upon walking in, I was actually kind of blown away. This wasn't quite what I was expecting, A lot of it was not for sale, NFS, but that was, not that I'd be taking home in a 6-foot porcelain sign or a gas pump in a Ford Escape anyway. But there was some really cool stuff. Lots of signs that were for sale. Most of them were priced about retail, which is, fine. That's to be expected. But a lot of this stuff is kind of more or less this guy's collection that he has displayed, and he lets antique vendors display their stuff. It's like an antique mall, and there's lots of booths. I unfortunately didn't get as much footage as I thought I did. I think I accidentally deleted some of the videos. $2,500 for the piggy. Wow. I don't need to. What the hell? Well, this place was huge and pretty cool. Even though we didn't end up buying much, the people there couldn't have been nicer. They were awesome because we ended up asking them if there's any other antiques around the area, and they sent us to this great little spot where we did end up buying stuff. And again, I lost the footage to that, so way to go, me. If you're ever in the area of Mullins, South Carolina, I would suggest stopping. It's a great place. The people there, like I said, they were incredibly nice. There is some cool stuff to be seen. Lots not for sale, but it seemed like there's a little bit of everything for everybody there. There was like some crafty stuff for the ladies, a lot of primitive stuff in the middle there that I didn't get footage of. But like I said, fun stop. It was worth the stop. Because you'll see what I bought here. I mean, I did find something really cool. The one thing that I did buy right here. The only thing I found worth a damn so far. This looks like a World War II Marine Corps water can with a Unis marking. So that's a unit marker right there. That's good. It's painted that marine green. It's on both sides. And of course, it's the one thing I've picked up that has no price tag on it. Most of the stuff isn't for sale. Like, the one other thing I saw that I really want is that hat right there. But I'm assuming since it's 10 feet in the air, it's not for sale. Well, that was the trip to Golden Leaf Antiques. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. Thought I had more footage, but I lost it somewhere along the lines. I shot a lot of stuff in between there, and we went to Disney World and Hollywood Studios. We got to see some really cool stuff there. Saw the Muppets, did that Jollywood Nights and stuff, so that was pretty fun. Then we also did a flea market, which I also didn't get any footage of it because at that point I was kind of sick of shooting stuff. I just wanted to be on vacation, so I went. But we found some really cool stuff there that I will maybe throw up some pictures here in a little bit. But here's the jerry can that we got, the water can. This is World War II. I think I mentioned it in the video. It's World War II Unis marked, which is this right here, which is a special unit identification that the Marines used during World War II. Though it wasn't a perfect system, it was implemented by most of the divisions. This one signifies it belonged to the 1st Marine Division, the old breed. It's upside down. Where is it? But yeah, so the diamond indicates, I'll put up a picture here, it shows you all of the other divisions, the 1st, the 3rd, the 4th, 5th Marine divisions and their respective symbols that they used for the UNIS markings. And the numbers, well, again, it wasn't a perfect system, and this kind of really varied unit to unit, but the popular belief is this is the regiment. The first number is the regiment, the second number is the battalion, and the 5th or the 3rd number is the company. So that would be 1st Regiment, 3rd Battalion, 5th Company, A, B, C, D, E, Easy Company, I think. But yeah, so this one is marked water, USMC, and it's got the special marine paint that seems like they used this darker OD paint than the Army did on a lot of stuff. It's marked on both sides, and I'm going to throw up some pictures here of them in using combat, and they would put these markings to help identify, because they didn't wear patches like the Army did, so this was kind of more of their unit identification system that they tried to implement themselves, but it was never really, it wasn't used widely by the 1st Marine Division. I know that it was used mostly by the 4th and 5th Marine Division, I believe, mostly. So you'll see a lot more of that kind of stuff. So it's kind of rare to find 1st Marine Division marked stuff. So, and a water can is kind of a unique piece. You know, I've never had a UNIS marked. I bought plenty of canteen covers with the markings on it in the past, and backpacks, stuff like that, uniforms. So this was kind of unique, so I paid $30 for it, which I was happy to pay. I would never pay that much for any other jerry can. I wouldn't pay more than maybe $10 normally, just because they're big, they're bulky, and but this one was unique, so I made an exception. It is shippable. It's not too heavy. I mean, it's not light either, but it's shippable. So I threw it up on eBay for probably a high number, $399.97, which I think more realistically I'll probably get closer to $150 because I have best offer on, but I always like to start high, and you know, that's what they make offer buttons for, right? So, but like I said, I think realistically it's probably more of $150 to maybe $200 piece. I could be off, but it's because it's different. It's not more guys. I mean, guys collect UNIS marked stuff specifically, but gas cans probably aren't high on their list, or water cans rather probably aren't really high on their list of collecting So more people go after the field gear, the uniforms and stuff like that. But it's still a unique piece, and somebody's gonna want it. So, but it's a pretty cool piece, and I'll show you. We ended up going to put this down. Going to another place in town there. It was called Keith's Collectibles. I showed a picture of it earlier. I'll show it again here. Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage in there, but I bought some really good stuff there that I've been making some good money on since. I bought a Jack Daniels statue, styrofoam statue. Just throw a picture up here. And sold, I think I sold it for $125 or something. $100. It'll be up over here. I paid $5 for that, so that was a really cool buy. And then I bought these. I don't know if I can show them on YouTube because there's boobies on them, but they were lighters made in Vietnam. I got 2 knives from the guy, which I've already sold. I paid $75 each for the knives, and I sold one for $100 and one for $1.25. So not big money there, but I got the other stuff I'm doing really good on. Oh, and I bought this. I got paid $2 for this, but it's a old Laramie. I think it's a squirt gun. I'm not sure because Laramie made squirt guns, but it's a modeled after the German broom handle Mauser pistol from World War I, which I thought was kind of cool. There's not a lot of comps on these. I think it's maybe a $15-$20 toy, but you know. And see, back to comps, like there's no comps to these, so that's why I put a weird price on it, by the way, if you're wondering. There are no comps for stuff like this, unfortunately. So, and that's kind of the problem with a lot of military stuff that you come across. Some of it is so unique, you kind of need to make your own prices. Like this helmet that I bought in Florida at a flea market. Really great helmet. Oh, it's right here. Really awesome helmet. Camouflage painted, mostly World War II Navy paint. And like I was saying with this green, this darker green, you can see some of that on there too. But this was a flea market buy at, crap, I can't remember the name of the flea market, but it was a big flea market down in Florida. And again, didn't get any footage, but it's got a beautiful liner in it. I threw this up for a stupid number, like $1,700. But it's just a hard... You don't see this kind of pattern of camouflage, so it's again kind of like I just gotta throw a number out there and see what sticks. Really, I think more realistically, it's probably, you know, I think in the end maybe 1,000 to 1,500. So, and that's just because of the paint. You take this. That's why you gotta be really careful too with World War II painted helmets, because it's a minefield of fakes out there. But this one I'm sure is real. And the paint is just, it's aged right, and it's the right colors. It's just what you'd want to see in something like that. But you could take, and that's the scary thing, is you can take like a $200-$300 helmet, paint it. It's easy to fake, and people will. So, and there's a video on my other channel about paratrooper helmets if you're into that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, so what else did I get at that flea market? I know it's not exciting just talking about it, but if you made it this far, I appreciate you staying tuned in. And let's see, what else? Yeah, I didn't buy a whole lot at that flea market. But this was awesome. All those NASCAR jackets. I bought some NASCAR jackets for Bush Series drivers or something like that. A knife. This knife. Bought this at that flea market for $20. I haven't listed this yet, but it's in the style of PAL 65 style, but it's not marked, so I'm just got a couple guys I want to look at it first, make sure I'm not selling like some rare marbles or something like that, even though they probably mark their stuff too. But anyways, yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I think we'll just end it here. Got some stuff to list. I got some stuff to ship, so I might as well get to that. thanks for tuning in, guys. Please click that like and subscribe button. New channel, just trying to get on my feet here with this stuff. Sales are picking up. I met my quota of 200 listings for the week, so, or by the end of the week, so now I can concentrate on a couple other things. But then I gotta get back to listings soon too, so see you later.